Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well. Today I thought I was just gonna restart my craft vlogs. I don't know how often they're gonna be, but I am really loving my crocheting things just now, so I'm just wanting to just start up these vlogs again, just sort of like keep a little record of what I've been up to, what I'm making, what patterns I'm using and things like that, what I'm buying. I love to buy stuff, and yeah, just thought I'd share it with you all here. It's definitely going to be at least once a month, maybe even every couple of weeks really. It'll just depend on how often I film, what sort of things I'm up to and what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll just keep picking up the camera, vlogging little bits, and then when I've got enough footage for a video, I'll just put that video up and then we'll just start the process all over again. So I thought we'd maybe just start off with a bit of a catch up really about what sort of things I've been buying over the last sort of month really, and I've been making quite a few little things these last couple of weeks, so I thought I'll just share them off with you. So yeah, if you are new, welcome. Hiya, my name's Marcea, and yeah, I just love all sorts of like crafting. I've done, if you look back on my videos and things, I've got a whole load of sorts of videos here, but I sort of started off paper crafting. I've done jewellery making, resin, knitting, crochet, diamond painting, bits of everything really. But what I wanted to do, like, yeah, I retired last year, and so I've just sort of spent that year just sort of traveling, doing bits and pieces, and just sort of settling into like my retired way of life. And now that I'm kind of here, I'm just thinking, I've got the time now to maybe get a little bit of a side hustle, open a Etsy store, and just start making a few things. Maybe think about doing a few craft fairs, maybe after Christmas now, you know, but just sort of get myself back into creating on a regular basis. And yeah, I'm absolutely loving it. So I finished a couple of projects off first of all, which had been long standing and needed to be done. So first, I don't know if you remember from last year, I was doing a pocketed scarf. I think it was by, oh gosh, was it CJ Designs? I think it was. What I will do, I'll link all the patterns and everything in the description box down below of things I showed you. But I had this big scarf. I've made all the pieces. I literally just had to sew it all together. Now I've got a couple of ends that still need putting in, but it is in this beautiful yarn here, and I just absolutely loved it. And it's the right time of year now, so I thought let's just get it finished. So yeah, I have finished it off. It's got pockets on. Like a scarf with pockets is like literally the best thing ever, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just going to show you everything I've been making first. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It's, oh, okay. Let me have a look. Let me move you back a bit. Let me move you around. I don't know if you can see properly, but yeah, it's got pockets in, scarves. It's meant to have fringing on the bottom, but I didn't bother. And I think it'll be easier when it comes to washing and things. But I absolutely love it, and it's that deep you can kind of like create like a collar on it, so it looks almost like a cardigan. I absolutely love it. I can't believe it's turned out so nicely. So that was the first thing. I was really pleased to finally get that finished. I must have just sew those couple of ends in. Come back. I must sew these couple of ends in, but I think it's like a lemon peel stitch. It was really easy, but it's just one of those things that is so big. You've just got to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. And it's something you can just do when you're watching the TV. You know, it's a bit of a Groundhog Day project, but then once it's done, it's done. And then I'd picked up some yarn from Wool Warehouse, just some style craft, like baby Aran, and was it? Oh no, it was double knitting, sorry. And it was a special for babies because our friend's daughter had a baby, so I thought I'd knit the, oops, my watch has gone a bit crackers. So I thought I'd make her a little blanket. So she sent me a few pictures of the styles of blanket that she liked and what sort of colours, and so it seems to be like the ripple sort of chevron-y type blankets. So, and she wanted like pinks and yellows and things. So how cute is this? I think it turned out really well. So it is just sort of like pinks, yellows, whites, and rather than just doing a 4-row repeat, I did 4 rows of like yellow, 2 white, 4 pink, to white again, so it just sort of broke it up a little bit, and it turned out really nice. And then I just did a border using single crochets all the way around in each of the colours, and then I've made it so it probably fit a cot, but then you can use it for the pram as well, or in the car, and you can sort of double it up. But I'm really happy with how that little border turned out. I think it just sort of finishes it off really nicely. I wasn't sure how it would go with it being like a chevron bottom, but I just literally just single crocheted in every stitch, and it's turned out really, really nicely. I had a bit of yarn left over, so I made a little hat. I will link this pattern down below. I can't remember who it was by, but I've never made like a bobble stitch hat before, and it turned out really, really nicely. And I had a little pom-pom maker as well. First time I'd used that, and it's made a really full fat pom-pom. So yeah, that's the cute little thing there, little set to go to her. So I'm really pleased with that. And then I've just popped it inside the little organza bag that you get from Wool Warehouse. So it's quite nice just to gift something. And I've left the care label from the yarn, the ball of yarn in there, so I'll just make a little label up just so she knows how to look after it. So yeah, that was that. So there's a couple of pretty big projects really. I've been and bought some yarn and a couple of other things and bits and pieces as well, because I've got loads of ideas of things I want to make. It's like, so let's show you some of the yarn I've got. So you'd have seen my Aldi haul from before. That's just up from a couple of weeks ago. So I went a bit mad in Aldi, and I did go back and I bought a few more bits after that as well. So I'm well topped up with yarn from Aldi. And then I nipped into town because I thought I just wanted to make some like ear warmers, like little headbands for winter. So I thought, right, and I needed some Aran yarn, and I just, you know, sometimes you just don't have the right stuff that you want, so you go and get some more. So I have used this already, but I picked up this one. It's the Pebble Chunky, and this is in the shade, does it give a shade? Oh, here we go. Oh, 8009. But I thought it was beautiful. It's just like maroons and blues and sort of a little bit purples. So I just thought it's lovely, and it feels really squishy and soft. That is gorgeous. And I got another colorway in it in the shade 7035. So it's more like a grey one. This one doesn't feel quite as soft. They are the same yarns, but the blue one is definitely much softer than the grey. This is a little bit coarser. Still soft, but just not as squishy. I got them from Yorkshire Trading actually, and then they've got some like chenille yarn in there, so I thought I'd just pick up one ball and give it a go. I bought loads of the Hobie Toucan last year when it came out, but however they don't have any of the chemical testing on it, so if I want to make plushes I can't use that Hobie yarn. So I'm probably going to be using that for other things, maybe like, I don't know, other things, headbands, who knows, maybe wristlets. But it's just like, I can't believe I can't use it for my plushies. So I don't think they've got any thoughts of having it chemical tested yet, and I'm not going to send it off to a lab. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame. But anyway, I got this, which is the Ribston Chenille Chunky. This shade looked stunning. It's in olive. I do not know what it's going to be like, but it was really affordable, and it's just nice to have something local with some chenille. It's definitely getting more popular and turning up. Don't know, this one, I think it said it's got the it has got some of the chemical tests. I'd need to check whether it's got all 3 parts that you need to make plushies with, but there we go. And then I picked up this as well, another chunky, lovely sort of purple shade, another Ribston Chunky. This is just for Yorkshire Trading, and that's in the shade 236. But I thought it's like beautiful, kind of like heathery colour, really nice. And I got this one as well, and look at this, it's just really soft. So this is a chunky acrylic yarn, and well, it's a super chunky by Woolcraft, and I think that'll just be really lovely. It may pill quite a bit though, that's the only thing, because you can see there it's already looking a bit fluffy, but it is gorgeous. I think it'd be super cozy as an ear warmer. And then I got a couple of balls from B&M, so I thought I'd give this a go. And it actually looks really nice. So this was only $2.50 a ball, and again, it's a chunky yarn, and it's not got a shade name, it's just numbers. But there's this one here, so it's like a nice blue with like little flecks in. So I thought that would look really nice. And I got the sort of like more like a peachy salmony shade as well. I thought that would be really lovely too. So those are the yarns I got there. And then I was looking at patterns and one thing and another, and then I've been watching lots of craft vlogs, and I'm like obsessed with Awestruck Crochet. I just really love her. I think she makes things that I'm wanting to make, because I'm wanting to make like lovies, you know, like the little baby snugglers, and just some nice cute beanies and headbands, and just a few, I know, just really like nice makes. And she does that, she does it so well. And I asked her where she got her hat patterns from, because her hat patterns were absolutely gorgeous. And it's another lady on YouTube, another American lady called Cameron's Cute Creations, and they're like velvet beanies. So the yarn that they use is the Bernat velvet, so I've ordered some and it came yesterday. So guys, I got 2 balls, skeins of, I think it's in Whisper, is it called Whisper Pink? What is the shade? Quiet Pink. I was close. Look at that colour. I'm not saying it, honestly, it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is really beautiful. It's very different. I thought it'd be just very similar to chenille, but it isn't. It is definitely different, and I really like crochet with this. I prefer this to chenille, if I'm honest. It is lovely. So I've started a baby beanie last night when it came. Oops, I've just knocked my hook out, and this is how it's crocheting up. Look at that. It's just going to be stunning. I cannot wait for this to be finished. It's taking a lot of crocheting, and you've got to work really hard at keeping your tension fairly tight so you don't get any like big loops. But I'm kind of wanting to go down the route of having like velvet beanies, velvet headbands, velvet wristlets, and just sort of a little bit of luxury. I'll still do like some acrylic things and things, yeah, because I've got tons of acrylic yarn, but this is just another level. It's like I'm really happy. So yeah, I got 2 big balls in this, and then I got 2 in, I've not even opened this one yet. This was in the shade Misty Grey. I want to get like a deeper grey as well, and it's got like a really beautiful teal, but it's just stunning, absolutely beautiful. And I just think they're just like that little pinky shade, and you know, especially on little girls. Oh my god, they've got a really nice blue as well, but yeah, in the dark grey. But I just think they're just stunning, absolutely. So definitely worth the money. I mean, it will bump the price of like a hat or headband up, but at the end of the day, they're just beautiful. So yeah, they came yesterday. I've been making a few headbands already. So out of this blue yarn, well, I'll start from the very beginning. The first one I made, I just got some of my existing Aran yarn, and I made this little picot headband. So it's like a little like twisted knot headband. Really love this. It's a really easy pattern. It's like a 4-row repeat, super easy to remember. So and this is by, I think it's a Turtle Tank. I think it's a free pattern. I'll link that as well down below, but I really like it. I think it's a lovely little pattern. So I did that, and then I made another one, but like with a different pattern. I can't remember who did this. I'll link it. I'll pop it on the screen when I'm editing it as well. And I really love this design. This is really quick and works up lovely. Look at the stitch, so pretty, and it sits really nice and flat, this one. So I was really pleased with how that one turned out. Nice little bit of stretch on it as well. So they're both like adult ones. And then yeah, I went and got some yarn, but I used my existing yarn for this one. So I did a child's version. It's just not quite as so this one's got like 3 rows of the bobbles. The children's and babies ones only have 2, so I did one like this like dusty rose. Really lovely. Just sort of try for different sizes. And then I did a little baby one in this like chunky yarn. It's come up really nice. And this is really tiny. So that was cute. So yeah, in that like kind of blue purpley yarn there, I then just thought I'll try and do like a little like chunky rib, see what that comes out like. So this is quite big. I think maybe I could have done with having one less round on it potentially, but it is a really nice big, it never looks right with my glasses, but it keeps your head really nice and warm actually. So I think that's really nice. And I love this wool. It feels gorgeous. It is so soft and just feels very, very cozy. So I think that turned out nice. And I kind of like the sort of variation in the colours. I think is lovely. It just adds a little bit more interest to it. And then I did one of the picot headbands. I haven't stitched it together yet, but that's how that turned out. So that'd be lovely. All you do, so yeah, it'll just sort of come together, and it'll be like a little knotted one as well. So I think that'll be lovely. And again, it feels really because this is a chunky yarn, it just feels so thick and lovely and warm and cozy. And I wasn't sure how it would turn out, you know, if the definition, but you can see all the stitches really nicely. So yeah, that came out really, really nice. The grey version of that, I did a version in this one, and I think that just turned out lovely as well. Again, I love just like how like the colours through the grey have gone. This one you crochet on the just like the short rows, and then you sort of build it up that way, whereas the other one is long, and it's got long rows, long amount of stitches, a few rows. This has got a few amount of stitches but a lot of rows, if that makes sense. So you work this one that way and you work the other one that way. So obviously if you did this another way, you'd have stripes going the opposite way depending on which pattern you did, but I just think it looks really, really nice. And then somebody asked if they could buy the cream one of these, but if they could also have a black one. So I have just finished that, and I've made a black one of those, which has turned out really nicely. And because she's like kind of like my first person to order something, I thought I would make a little key wristlet, and I think I'm going to make quite a lot of these actually. They're great. So yeah, you just pop them on your wrist, and then you put your keys on there or your phone or whatever. I think they're great if you're going out sometimes and you haven't got your bag with you, or if you just want to keep them in your bag. So yeah, and it turned out really nice. It was meant to be like a star stitch, however it's created more of a bobble, which I'm really pleased, because actually it kind of goes really nicely with the little earbands. So I thought I'd just do that as a little extra. Oh, and yeah, I got these from Amazon as a mixed bag of the little keychains, like the clips. So you've got like a swivel lobster claw, so they'll be really, really handy. So there's some black ones, rose gold, silver, like a bronze, and then like a yellowy gold colour, but they were really reasonable. I'll pop them in my description box as well. And so much to talk about today. I placed an order on Etsy to get some little like faux leather labels for my crocheting things. So this is what it's like, made by Marcea, and it's got like a little love heart ball of yarn. How cute. And then I'll be able to just sort of like stitch it on my crocheting things. It kind of be like branded almost, so that should be nice. So yeah, I'm excited to have them. They look really nice. She was a really nice lady actually. I'll link her Etsy store down below as well. What else have I been up to? So it's a bit of like a whistle stop just now, catching up to date, and then we'll be able to move forward. I got, guys, look what I've ordered. Ta-da! a Centro knitting machine so I can make some like knitted beanies. So I need to have a little go with this and see what it's like. It's not going to replace the crocheted velvet beanies, but I think it'd be quite nice just to like knock out a few little hats, especially like I thought I could make one for my grandson, like in his school uniform colours. So he's got like a little hat to sort of he can wear to school in the winter months and just things. So I'll have a play about with that and see. Oh, and I got some pom-poms as well. Oh, and some buttons. Oh, and some bubbles. I'm going to be, I want to do everything, you know what I'm like. So yeah, I picked up just a bag of faux mixed pom-poms, faux fur mixed pom-poms. So these I'm planning on putting on like my little velvet beanies. And if you sort of like imagine, it's just like, so you can imagine this when it's done, having a beautiful fluffy pom-pom. And like on the baby ones, I thought we could do like double poms. So it'd be like, they'd have like a pom-pom on each side. How adorable. So they'll get stitched in. But for the adult ones, they'll do it so they can be like removable poms. And I got like the little pom-pom buttons to go inside the hats. I got those off Amazon as well. And then I bought a load of like hair elastics because I'm going to make some scrunchies. I'm going to make some velvet scrunchies as well. So I'm excited for that. So I've got lots and lots of ideas, lots of things I'm wanting to do. One of my main purchases this past week has been, I bought the UKCA testing guidance thing, just so that then I can make sure that any toys I make are going to be safe. They will conform to the UKCA guidelines. So yeah, I bought the pack. So there's like a bit of bedtime reading to go through. It tells you how you can do like how about the chemical testing, about like the tension testing and like the flammability testing as well. So making sure that any toys, plushies, snuggle, anything like that that I make is going to be safe. You've even got to test things like anything that's got play value. So even if you do like a keychain but it's got like a little, I don't know, say if you crochet like a little flower or a frog or whatever, but if it's something that a kid's likely to play with, you have to test it and it's got to be UKCA tested. So I'll make sure that everything is all done. So yeah, it's just like that's where I'm up to. I've like, it's the most I've crocheted in so long. I have got an Etsy store. It's not got anything listed yet. I don't think you can follow it yet. I maybe need to list one thing because then you can start following it. But it's going to just be like made by Marcea. Is it .etsy.com? I think I'll pop a little thing up there. So keep an eye out for it. And then as I start making things, I'm going to pop them on. But I will do a few customs as well and things just to get going. I'm just so excited. It's just like, yeah, it'll keep me out of trouble, won't it? So I'll be back. I'll show you how that little velvet beanie's coming on. But where are we at now? Oh, do I just finish it there? And that's like my little introduction and I'm back and that's what I've been making. I don't know. No, I'll be back later. I'm not going to finish it off quite yet. We'll get it to half an hour and then we'll be done. But yeah, it's great to be back. If you're interested in these, do let me know. And I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to... I need to send these two little headbands out. And yeah, this is a little wristlet I did to go with it that I showed you yesterday. So I'm just going to attach a couple of my little labels on, then we can get them parceled up and ship them out. So yeah, I'm just going to pop a little label on each of them, probably in between the bobbles, I think, so it sits nicely. So yeah, I'll just attach those on and then we'll get them parceled and send them away. And there we go, that's them on. I think they look really nice. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how they've come out. They look lovely there. I tried them last week and attached them on here and I think it was just the wrong place. I think I just need to try and find like a nice sort of flatter section to put them on, and yeah, I'm really happy with those. How cute. It's time to send them off to Julie. I thought I'd just pop on really quickly to show you that little velvet beanie. No, I haven't got the poms on it yet, but oh my gosh, how gorgeous is that? I'm really pleased with it. So I think my tension's maybe a little bit tight. I think there's meant to be like 12 stitches every 4 inches, and I had about 14. I was keeping my tension though dead tight, so I was worried about getting like loopies and wormies and things on the velvet, and it's the first time I've ever crocheted anything with velvet, so I am really happy with it. It feels so thick compared to like regular acrylic yarn. It's gorgeous, honestly. It's one of those where you just need to feel it. So yeah, I am delighted. I think I'm going to try another one, maybe moving up hooks, because this was with a 6.5mm hook. I might try the 7mm hook just to see, because I think I'm naturally quite a tight crocheter anyway. And then that combined with using the velvet yarn, where I was like super paranoid about it and keeping it really tight. I mean, it is lovely and even, and there is no like loopy stitches or anything, so I am pleased with how the result is. So yeah, but isn't it beautiful? I can't wait to get the pom-poms on and things, but I just need to finish off the insides and whatnot. But I just wanted to show you really quickly just before I finished off this vlog. So yeah, I'm going to count this as my October vlog, and then so even at the very least we're going to have one a month where we just sort of chit chat about what I'm up to. But the more and more that I'm crocheting, I dare say that frequency will probably start to build up a bit. But yeah, I'm just loving crochet so much. Yes, I'm going to round up the video there. Don't forget, I will link I'll mention in the description box any of the patterns that I've used, and links to things as well. So any of the patterns I'll link down below, or at least to the creator, and sort of give them like a little honourable mention, just purely because I purchased this pattern from Cameron's Cute Creation, so I will link through to that. But I think everything else that I've used has been free patterns. So yeah, it's just really kind, isn't it, that people take the time to create patterns for us for free, and then also do tutorials as well for free. So if you are a beginner, there's some like those headbands that are real beginner friendly. They're so easy. But yeah, so there we go. Really, oh, I just love it. It feels stunning. I do think I'm gonna be like a velvet person. It's beautiful. Okay guys, happy October. There we go, that's it done. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, see you in the next one. Mwah! Bye for now.